Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more F1 24 and another part of our Lewis Hamilton career mode. Today we continue the season as we head to Azerbaijan and the Baku Grand Prix. Looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are too. It's going to be a tricky race for us. We did win last time out in Italy. We've won 2 of the last 3 races now, and that was in total our 4th victory of the year. We have finished in the top 8 at every Grand Prix this year that we have reached the checkered flag. 2 DNFs due to engine failures, but ourselves and George are bang level on points this year, which it's an intense rivalry, as is the one with Charles Leclerc as well. 15 points separating us at the minute. Let's set ourselves some goals for this weekend. Let's go for keep tyres below that. Achieve 4 purple sectors, reach a speed of 209. Well, that's probably going to happen. Lift and course for 30 seconds, incur no more than 2 penalties the entire weekend. And complete 2 practice programs. That sounds good. Let's have a little look at R&D. I don't know if we've got any recommended upgrades. Don't think so. We've got 1,050 resource points on that one, 946 on that one, 1,056. They're starting to get bigger now, the upgrades. Although that one's 595. We can get that one in. Maybe once we've had some more resource points come through. So let's just continue on for now. Got the intercooler coming through, very good. Hopefully the rear floor under tray as well.
All
perfect.
New parts have been fabricated, and we're going to have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Oh wow, Ferrari are now the ones that have taken the lead apparently. Red Bull up there, McLaren up there, Aston Martin just dropping back a little bit. But look at the progress history. I mean, it's been back and forth all year, but a hell of an update from Ferrari. That's going to really help them. So Russell's looking at getting that control electronics update. Maybe we can do the powertrain then, can we? Yeah, the 595 one. Yeah, let's get that one done. That'll come just after Singapore. 10% failure chance. That sounds good. Okay, perfect. Right, I think that's all good then. Let's continue on and head to the race weekend here in Baku. I think we are going to struggle somewhat around here. I do tend to struggle anyway around Baku, but we'll give it our best shot and we'll see where we end up. Of course, it's much later in the season than what we normally have, which completely changes the challenge. And it is a normal weekend, no sprint race this time. So yeah, I'll see you guys for qualifying.
And a warm welcome here ahead of qualifying for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Normally these streets are lined with vehicles, it's non-stop traffic jams, but today the roads are closed to everyone except the 20 best drivers in the world. It's time for qualifying for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Okay,
here we are down on track then, ready and raring to go. Let's have a little look at our setup this weekend. A little bit of extra front wing. We tend to like to go for in qualifying. Engine braking, I did have it as high as 100, but I would recommend having it on about 70, otherwise you'll lose the rear end quite a bit. But that's what we're going to go for. I'll take you on a lap of Baku. We haven't done this for a little while, so that's what I'll do. And you can see where there's certainly time for improvement, but we were pretty good in free practice, so I'm fairly confident that we can get a good grid position today. Now what we are going to do is we're going to make use of the overtake button just a little bit, just give it a couple of presses to get us up to that maximum speed a little bit sooner down the straight. And I think today that will be absolutely crucial, particularly if we don't have any tow. But here we come then, around the first sector. That's pretty good. Couldn't have done much better there. It's about keeping the car as level and consistent as we can. Try and take as much speed as we can into each of the corners. And as I say, in practice we were particularly good. That was pretty nice through there. Now Q1 and Q2, it's really just going to be about trying to get ourselves through. You know, it's not about leaving everything on the line, because if we go out in Q1, then it's all for nothing. A little push of overtake, and you can see we've got a lot of ERS deployment left. So we could just go for a big press of it all the way down the straight, but feels like a bit of a cheat code, that. So we're not going to do that. We'll see where we end up here. Just turned in a little bit too soon there. And you can probably see there's a hell of a lot of time left on the table here. But coming up to the line, it's going to be in the 39s, I think. A 39.8. That should be more than enough to get through to Q2, you would imagine. So that was like a lap at Baku. Not a perfect lap by any means. More to come. There you go, through to Q2, just a 10th shy of our teammate Judge. Well, let's see how we do on our first flying lap in Q2. This time, some good turns. And, well, I can visibly see the Ferrari's been quicker this lap. But we're going to head up to the line now. It's a 39.3, it's a much better time. But you see how good Charles Leclerc's was. In the 38s now, 38.6 he managed there. And only 6th place for us so far. So I think we're going to have to go again here. Well, a little spin there. Really doesn't help. We're trying to get out of the way of those guys. But yeah, I think we should be through. It's all went a little bit wrong, to be honest with you, on our second lap there. Doesn't give us a great deal of confidence going into Q3, but going out, Oscar Piastri, Esteban Ocon, Logan Sargent, Magnussen, and Lance Stroll. Come then for our first lap in Q3. Little nudge on the front wing on the way through, but we're going to take the shortest possible line to 38.9. And wow, that is only enough for P6 currently. Have to do better. Well, here we go then. Up to the line for our final lap in Q3. We're going to use the overtake button to try and get ourselves over the line. 3.5 tenths quicker, but it's only enough for 4th place. Well, I mean, we gave that absolutely everything. And unfortunately, we weren't good enough at this Grand Prix, and well, that's kind of what I expected before the start of the weekend.
Don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow.
The Ferrari is so fast. Look at that Ferrari, are just in a league of their own compared to Red Bull. They are smashing it out there. But ourselves and George, we're clinging on. Let's see how we get on in the Grand Prix.
A warm welcome to you all at home for today's Azerbaijan Grand Prix, a race that in its short history has already proven no stranger to drama, and where a 4th row start is just about as likely to give you a podium as pole position, with Lance Stroll and Sergio Perez finishing 3rd from there in 2017 and 2018 respectively. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. What a qualifying yesterday for George Russell. He'll start today's race from pole position. And a very happy Carlos Sainz will start 2nd. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Verstappen, Norris, Albon, Gasly, Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Ocon, Sargent, Magnussen, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo, Bottas, Tsunoda, and Zhou Guanyu. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Okay, here we are down on track, moving up to third place then, which is really, really good for us. We are going to try and undercut it again, although track position is less important round here. Simply because, overtaking is so easy, in a sense. But, Charles Leclerc obviously had an engine failure last time, so he starts down in 11th position. So that's going to be interesting to see how he gets on. Now, let's see how our strategies are different.
Ever closer to the start of the race. Which team
and we do have a couple of drivers on the hard tyre.
Right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out.
And 4 drivers on the soft tyre. Everybody else on mediums. So it's going to be a very interesting and intriguing first stint here.
As the cars take their positions on the grid, with the drivers and teams making their final preparations.
I do think 2-stop is a legitimate strategy today, but how many people will go for it, I don't know. But George Russell, he's going to be the one to try and beat into turn 1. Now, of course, it's a very, very short run down into turn 1, so it's about trying to be in the same in a good position following as you come to the end of the lap. So here we go then, ready for the lights. Lights out, away we go here in Baku. It's a terrific start off the grid for us. Carlos Sainz not so much, and we managed to hold it around the outside of turn 1. And it's George Russell that leads. Coming out of turn 1, we are following in second place, but we know that we're going to have to try and follow as closely as possible to George Russell. We're going to slip it up into hot lap mode, because we know that we have to stay with him, but it's going to be very, very tough through these tight and twisty sections because of the turbulent air. Just a bit of overtake to just try and increase our chances there. Ooh, we had a little slide there and a little slide there. I don't know what's quite going on here. It's not what we wanted though, and that has put us under big pressure, and George Russell will be very, very happy because he's now got more than a second ahead. Oh my god, what is going on with the car? It's sliding around. We need to find our performance and quick, because it's disappeared for now. George Russell leads after lap 1. You can see we are closing in a little bit here, even from this distance. We've got a hell of a slipstream.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Now we should get DRS up towards turn 3, which is going to be pretty crucial to at least stay ahead of Carlos Sainz. But yeah, now I'm hoping that the car is going to come back to us. Another slide, and this is quite worrying around a very tight and twisty track. At any moment we could just lose our car and end up in the barriers. Yeah, it caused us to go over the bollard. It's okay. Yeah, I think Carlos is going to get us now because we haven't got DRS. We've got an excellent tow on George Russell, and we are within a second. And to be fair, Sainz is nowhere near the back of the car, so if we can put in a clean lap here,
about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
I think we'll be all right. Well, I think we'll get George Russell here. Well, this time we're well within range of George Russell. Gonna have DRS as well. Here we go. DRS open.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on
Gets us
hards
a bit
next
closer,
time.
but not quite close enough. I think we need overtake as well. The top three have completely pulled away from Alonso and Perez. Oh,
Okay,
virtual
caution,
safety
caution.
car. Oh,
Virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta on your dash. I've got information on Stroll. Okay, it looks like the problem's terminal. They're retiring the car.
virtual safety car. Is it worth coming in? It might be.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Well, it's 2 laps early, which is already a few laps earlier than the other guys were going to do, but let's see what George is going to do. Well, he's staying out, so we're going to come in. We're in.
Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Okay, go, go, go. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting.
Okay, so green flag racing. I think we've saved a little bit of time, not maximum time.
Okay, 1 stop to go. Just 1 stop left in this strategy.
It's going to be about whether this traffic is going to be too much for us here to get through, but we'll see. I think this could be...
Okay, this isn't our true position. They haven't yet pitted and they're on a 1-stopper, so don't waste time fighting because they should be coming in soon.
I think this could be a genius strategy move. It's going to save us a little bit of time from the pits. It's just going to be whether we can fight past these back markers.
Okay, this isn't your true position. They haven't
as
pitted
quick as
yet,
possible.
so don't waste time fighting. 0.3 seconds.
Kevin Magnussen down the inside of Nico Hülkenberg. That's the sort of thing that is really going to affect us, because we just can't get through because them two are fighting. We're going to risk it down the inside of Hülkenberg there, but didn't work out because the rear went on us. Yeah, we're in big trouble now because we're caught in traffic. All that time that we should be gaining on Russell and Sainz, we're not getting. This is the chance now. We've used all our ERS, but we are going to be through on Hulkenberg. Well, we've lost a bit of front wing. That is absolutely
That front wing
dire.
is going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Yeah, that's going to ruin our race now. Let's see if we can get past Magnussen.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage. Oh, mate,
Yeah.
you made that look easy.
Round the outside we
Nice
go.
work. That's why I love working with you.
Right,
Smashed
so
it.
up the 10th. A little bit clearer air than what we have been used to. Here we go. Can we get past these two?
Yellow flag. Okay,
Yes,
be
we
aware
can.
there's an incident in the next part of the track.
Oh, I think we're okay.
Through the yellow flags.
Well, I think we got ahead of him
Approaching the pit
just...
window and you're going to be on
Oh,
mediums.
Russell's retired. Russell
Okay, clear.
has retired. I don't know what happened to him. Let's have a little look. Can we find what has happened to Russell? It looks like he's spun. Oh, I think he's just spun. I think he's actually out. Yeah, so Russell is behind us now. So it's Max and Carlos Sainz, the two cars ahead of us. We're somehow back up into third now. And in clear air. So let's see what we can do. Right, Carlos Sainz is in the pit lane. I have no idea if we're going to come out in front, behind, alongside. It's going to be very, very tight.
Sainz is stopping now.
So we're coming round turn 1, and we are through on Carlos Sainz. So we are back
Okay, George is
into
coming
the
in
lead
pit
of this Grand Prix. That is pretty impressive, to be honest with you. But imagine how far ahead we would have been had we come out in front of all of that traffic, i.e. the virtual safety car stayed yellow for just a couple of seconds longer. We would have been in a great position. We still are, because ultimately it's now a battle between us and Sainz for race victory. And here comes Carlos Sainz then.
By 27.8 seconds.
He's gone down the inside. We expected that to happen. But now it's going to be about trying to stay close to him and pass him ourselves on the next lap. But that might not be possible. To be honest with you, I was caught napping a little bit there. But because of the damage to our front wing, I'm just not entirely sure we can compete with him in the twisty-turny sections. We're very much trying to stay with, but it is very difficult, especially with the turbulent air as well. A little dab of overtake. I think we're actually quicker in a straight line, which is helping. So good exit from the final corner. That's exactly what we get. Dab of overtake. And that's about staying in that slipstream, staying in that toe. Closing in. And here we go. DRS is open. Well, We were going to have a go down the inside, decided against it. Tried a little dummy on him there, but that didn't work out either.
The car behind, 1 second.
Well, oh, we tried to go around the outside there, lose a little bit more. Oh,
Right,
safety
drop your
car.
Speed. Our delta's
Whoa,
too
10-second
low, and we're gonna
penalty.
risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
What for? What was the 10-second penalty for? Severe collision with signs? Well, I'm not sure. Well, anyway, I think that's
Bodywork's taken a few scrapes. Try not to make it any worse, please.
the end of this Grand Prix as a contest, isn't it? Now, where would we come back out if we were to come into the pits? We'd come back out in 10th. Drive-through penalty. Ah, what the hell? I don't know what's going on.
You have critical damage to the floor. Be careful. Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the greens.
I genuinely don't know what's gone on here. I don't know why we got the drive-through penalty. It looked like our Delta
you've
was
got a
fine.
drive-through penalty. You've been given a drive-through penalty. Green flag.
Yeah, we just can't slow the car down anymore. I'm going to have to drive through the pits. Well, we're in.
Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car
Oh,
is
safety
out.
car's out.
We need to form up.
Not
and
entirely
reduce
sure
pace.
why.
Keep a close eye
Alonso.
on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive.
So has
I've got
Alonso
some
had a...
information on Alonso. Right, they've
an
got a
engine
serious
failure.
car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
Now, can we... I'm not... Can we do drive-through penalty under safety car?
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
Oh, there's Russell. So we at least got our car fixed up a little bit. But there's only 15 runners left in this race, believe it or not. I don't think
The
we
side
can
pods have taken damage. Keep an eye on your engine temperatures. Cooling may be adversely
serve the
affected.
drive-through during safety car. But I don't know if the game will know that. Yeah, we're sort of stuck
The
here.
underbody's incurred critical damage at this point.
So we'll have to see whether it'll let us through the pits or not here. This has turned into a bit of a
Right, drop
disaster.
your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
We just went round the outside of turn one a little bit too hastily, and this has been the result. Still don't know what we got the drive-through for. Right. So can we do the drive-through here? Yes. I'm not seeing that. this is surely going to take us through to the end now, this safety car period. Unless safety car's in this lap. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be our first pointless finish of the season when we reach the checkered flag. It's not a good day for Mercedes in our battle to try and win the Constructors. We've both made mistakes. I sort of knew this would happen at Baku, to be honest. Now what I might do is put in a mid-session save just now, just to and try out the drive-through penalty. Doesn't look like the safety car's coming in this lap. Be a late call. Oh no, it is safety car in this lap.
Safety car in this lap. Let's make.
There we go, drive-through penalty. It's not ideal. However, we might be able to grab ourselves fastest lap.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
So, yeah, let's see what we can do here. Goodness me. I think that's the underfloor damage. So, yeah, I think this car's maybe unraceable anyway, but we'll see what we can do. But Max Verstappen wins the Grand Prix. Looks like Oscar Piastri has finished up there as well. Very good result for him. In second place, we're going to come across the line. It still has drive-through on there. We're going to come across the line and finish in 15th. But we did do our drive-through penalty.
Keep working hard.
But there you go, 15th place. Not a good day at the office for us in the end. Oscar Piastri gets driver of the day.
And in the end, there was no Verstappen. Max Verstappen, he takes victory.
They had to be decisive with their overtaking today as they worked their way through the field. And those kind of race victories are so enjoyable because it's not just like winning from the front. They really had to work for it today.
Red Bull put up an outstanding fight for the front position today, and it's great to see it paid off for them. They do so much for the sports that you can't help but be delighted by today's race win.
Yeah, I'm gutted, to be honest with you. We should have had some good points here. But, well, I mean, amazingly enough, you know, Leclerc, he fought his way through the field. But yeah, could have been a lot better, that. Should have been a lot better.
Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
But Leclerc didn't finish in the end. He was out, along with Fernando Alonso. So I'm guessing them two must have crashed. But yeah, we got a 20-second penalty there at the end. I'm really annoyed about that because, you know, we could have had some overtakes there at the end. We wouldn't have finished 20 seconds ahead of anybody anyway. But yeah, Oscar Piastri finished third. Logan Sargent finishes fourth. That is huge for Williams. Ocon fifth, Magnussen sixth, Gasly seventh, Sainz eighth, then Bottas, Ricciardo, and, well, yeah, George Russell finishes outside of the points, as do we. But yeah, hugely disappointing result. But we have to move on. Our pace did take, or focus did take a big hit there. And those penalties are not going to help. Everything went up there though. But yeah, on to yeah, pretty awful part of the season this. Baku and then Singapore. Not really tracks that I enjoy. But once we get past Singapore, we should be in a really good place. So we're going to start off with Scuderia Ferrari for hopefully the final time. Hopefully we're going to get something signed in the next episode. So if you have enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 content. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.